What's up, everybody? Crazy H here with another Transformers review. This time from Studio Series, we are looking at Skywarp from Transformers the movie. Let's take a look at the box, and then let's get into the figure. And here it is, Studio Series box with the format we've been getting for the past couple of years now. You got the black box, blue banner for Studio Series, Skywarp from Transformers the movie. You got Skywarp right here, robot in alt mode, plastic packaging. You can see the figure front and center. Over here, 27 steps. This side, it's more of a view of Skywarp of this image over here, carrying over. Transformers 40th anniversary. This looks like maybe, I want to say, inside Astro Train, maybe. Maybe. This side, he is a Voyager class. Here he is on this side as well. Top of the box just says Transformers lay film. Of course, you know, the movie, and then lay film up here. Don't understand that, but it's the thing that they're doing. Skywarp, Takara told me. Back of the box, might have to raise the camera a bit, just a smidge. Here's an image of him from the movie. It looks like this is when they were inside Astro Train after the battle of Autobot City, and they're fighting for leadership. Here's Skywarp preparing for his final battle. Okay, then we got Skywarp here, 27 steps to go from robot to alt mode, bunch of words and stuff in different languages. Down here, Generations logo. Drop the box. Here's your barcode if you need it. And the boring bottom. Along with that, that is the box. Let's take a look at the figure. Here's Skywarp, and in my opinion, probably one of the best secrets, because of the colors themselves, black and purple, it just pops. It looks really good. Again, it's a repaint. Just a repaint. I think a slight head mold. The head is changed, I believe. I'm gonna get my Thundercracker out and see the differences. But it's the same thing as Thundercracker, just in different colors. So you know what we're getting ourselves into. Which we're gonna see a lot of this mold. I have a feeling in the coming months and years. They're gonna use this mold a lot. Of course, you know, we'll probably get the cone heads, and then we're gonna get all the different colors. We're already getting four different color Seekers, so we're gonna get the rainbow Skittles with these guys. So let's take a look at the details. It's going for the movie aesthetic, so it's gonna be very plain and not a lot of molded in details, but you have very few details. Not a lot of paint and not a lot of stickers. Here's his head sculpt. He's just looking just grumpy. Black helmet, gray face, and the red eyes. And then going down, very clean. Get out a little bit, very clean. I opted to put the wings on the back to keep that nice and clean as well, which is nice. Of course, if you say anything with Thundercracker, these pieces right here come separate in the packaging. So these come separate. These are right, the back part of the plane is right there. Really nice mold. It's a very clean mold too, which is nice. And of course, for accessories, he has his null rays, which I have on him already, which is done in purple, and got some good detailing on them as well. Of course, they do have hollow bits on them. If you're one of those sticklers for waffles and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure Go Better. I know Go Better has an upgrade kit for all that. If you wanted to get it, I don't know if I'm gonna get it for this guy. I got it for Skywarp. I got it for Thundercracker. I don't know if I'm gonna get it for this guy. So that is the robot mode. Let's take a look at some comparisons. The first one we're gonna do is we're going to go way back to Siege, and here he is with his Tetra Jet, and you can see very heavy-handed with the battle damage on this guy. I believe it's the Phantom Strike pack that he came in, but you can see how they look together. Here he is with Earthrise with a darker purple. Here he is with Astro Train. This is the Studio Series version that I recently did a review on. It was Studio Series Megatron and Soundwave. And finally, here he is with Thundercracker. Obviously the same mold, different colors. And it is, the head sculpts are different. He's kind of smiling, and he's just like whatever. He got that very stoic face, and he's got a smile. So that's the only difference between the two, besides the colors, is the head sculpts. Now I know I'm gonna set my fate. I probably won't see a Starscream in this mold. I might have to pay scalper prices because of what's going on with it. Who knows? Hopefully, I don't want to say never, but it's looking bleak right now. But if I do get him, I'll be very happy. But anyway, that's some of the comparisons mostly from the Studio Series line. All right, so that was robot mode for Skywarp. If you own a Thundercracker, you know what you got. You know what you're getting yourself into. It's the same mold, same figure, same everything. Just the head sculpt and the colors are probably the biggest thing that are different. But everything else is pretty much all the same. So even the transformation, which I'm going to skip over and just go right into the alt mode. But yeah, the Studio Series movie line has been really good. I do like it. I do like what they're doing with it. I like the look. Very simple but clean. I think right now I would say out of the most recent releases, Astro Train is probably the weakest one. Sorry, bud, but it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't as clean as these guys are. I'm not doing a transformation video. I'm just gonna go right to alt mode and show that off. That's coming up next. Be back. And here he is. Well, I would say back with transformation, but I didn't shoot that video. I just transformed him because if you want to see a video, I'm pretty sure you'll find him online. But here he is in his alt mode. And it looks really, really, of course, looks really good. Black on purple. What else can you say about it? And again, if you have done the crack, which you're probably tired of hearing me saying, you have this mold. Here, that was for the top. Here it is from the side. All around view. Here's the bottom. Straighten that out a little bit. Of course, yeah, it has this problem right here. There's an eyesore, but you know, the rest of it looks pretty good. Now let's get close into the details of it. Now the one thing I'm wondering, I should say, is are they going to go and change the mold up where this is going to be a solid color as opposed to translucent? Because it seems like a lot of the Studio Series Autobots they're ditching the translucent stuff on the cars and they're giving them like a solid plastic paint job. I wonder if they're going to switch this over the same way and do the same thing with this. Because it looks like with Hound and Sunstreaker, Wheeljack, Optimus, you got that look going on. You can barely see the Decepticon logo, but it's right there on both sides. Got some good molded details, you know, no paint. They're going for the cartoon look. And you got a nice landing gear as well. Not like Earthrise where they didn't give us a landing gear. I still feel like they meant to go put one in there, but they cheapened out at the last minute not to put one in. All right, so that's his alt mode. A nice look at it. Let's take a look at some comparisons. Here he is with his Cybertronian self from the Siege line. This thing really compacts into a small little Tetrajet. Here he is with his Earthrise self with much darker and deeper tones. I want to say this is looking at the different colors, this is definitely a darker black and on it. Only here is 2 of the 3 Seekers. Really good mold. Really good mold. All right, that's my look at Skywarp's alt mode. I got nothing to say. Just I do like the colors better than Thundercracker. I've always have. Anything black on purple or black green, and it just pops. You pair any color with with the color black, and that mold will pop. Looks really good. Solid piece for Studio Series. They're doing a really good job with this line. I'm proud of it. I like it. It's a keeper. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoy it. Crazy 8s is out.